I came to Yharnam for something. Or someone. That transfusion I received messed with my head. My name is Mary. I came here by carriage, according to my journal. I wish I wrote more, and in deeper details. I'm looking for pale blood. That's one of the rare things I remember. I mentioned it to the blood minister, and I found a note after I woke up. Did I write it? Or did the blood minister? Yharnam is overrun by monsters, and according to Garman, my guide to the hunter's dream, I have to partake in the hunt tonight. It may align with my primary goal, since killing beasts appears necessary to explore this cursed city safely. My only lead on pale blood comes from Gilbert, a fellow outsider. Although not privy to this town's secrets, he believes that the Grand Cathedral in Cathedral Ward may hold some answers. However, the Great Bridge was defended by a transformed cleric, and the Healing Church locked the bridge tonight. This may not be the end of my query. Gilbert suggests that the Aqueduct could help me get to Cathedral Ward. Time to see where this lead takes me. Alright, welcome everyone to Bloodborne Story Thread Part 2. So I'm not where I left in the first part. I came back here because I like this place to start the game. It's cozy with the fire roaring and very peaceful music. So if you've listened to the recap at the beginning of the episode or watched the last episode, then... Oh, she's sleeping. Then you know that our objective now is to go to the Aqueduct. We're still trying to reach Cathedral Ward and to get to the Grand Cathedral to find pale blood. We'll let her sleep for now since we don't have anything to ask for her. First, I'll go to the first floor sick room. I'll go talk to Yosefka, because in the boss battle with the cleric beast last time, I used her blood vial, so I'll go ask for another one. I'm sure she'll agree. She seems like a very nice person. And also because I know that she will. That's what insider knowledge is. Alright.
You're safe, thank goodness. But I'm afraid nothing will change. I cannot open the door. I'll do what I can, of course. Perhaps this will help you, if only in some small way.
So yes, Yosefka's blood vial.
Now go. I pray for your safety.
Thank you. And yeah, she is really nice. So let's make our way back to the other lamp. Yeah, I think I'll just go on foot. It might be a bad decision since if I die now, I'll wake up at the first floor sick room. But the easy solution for this is to not die. So let's see. I'm pretty sure I can just run past them and go back to Gilbert. Gentlemen. And sure enough, you know, I could just have taken the ladder. Well, are you impressed by my dodging abilities? Sure you are. There are, I believe, 2 ways to proceed now to the Aqueduct. I'll go to the first one because there's an armor there that I want to pick up. I realize that I just bought this armor, but I'll just see if it's a good one. Alright, this is an issue. You know what I said about not dying? This may become complicated. Am I close to... yeah, alright. Seems like I zigged and zagged appropriately. Now I've got pretty much groupies. Let's just hope they don't follow me everywhere. No, wait. There's a cat trying to work my laptop. Well, that was dumb. I guess we'll go back to for a sick room. I'll be right back. Alright. So it seems like everything is still working. My cat just walked across my laptop. Yeah, let's just go back to the Hunter's Dream and wake up at Central Yharnam. That'll be less complicated. You know what would be really funny? If I realized at the end that something went wrong when my cat stepped on everything. I guess we'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, you're curious. All right. So there are some things that I realized at the end of the first episode that I didn't talk about. Mainly the reason why we don't stay dead. There is a reason. I'll show you right now. So when we got the first blood transfusion, we saw messengers who chose us as hunters. And now they put this in our brain. Hunter's mark, dangling upside down rune etched in one's mind. Symbol of a hunter. By focusing one's thoughts on this rune, a hunter loses all blood echoes, but awakens fresh, as if it were all just a bad dream. We can use this to go back to the lamp. It's the same thing as another item we can use that preserves our souls. We'll get it a bit later. This is the... we get it by going to the second path, which we will in this episode. Now I know that they'll follow me all the way to the sewers, so I will not be distracted by my cat this time. That was funny though. So this is a very nice place. Just good sewers. I didn't look at this area for a while, so I don't remember exactly where the clothes are. I might miss them. If I do, I'm sorry. Ow. Now these are clearly more afflicted than the villagers up top. This one is all deformed and huge. It might be because this one was infected sooner. That's my headcanon at least. Good old lengthy boy. It's good that they dropped blood vials because I was running kind of low. I believe that when I spawned back in, I just had 13. That's what I get for dodging the cleric beast by taking its attack in the face. Don't really think I can call that dodging. So yeah, those are rats of unusual size. I don't believe they exist. The Princess Bride is such a good movie. I'm overdue for watching it again. Thick, cold blood. Good. Blood vials. Oh! Oh, the beady eyes on this thing. Terrible. Oh, that was impressive. I'll just toot my own horn there. This is risky because every time I do so, Bloodborne hears me and punishes me. But as long as you're aware of it, I think it shows restraint. I kind of understand why humans got infected with the Scourge of Beasts, but I'm unclear about why animals are. Dogs are very aggressive and rats are way too huge and also aggressive. So something happened to them, but I don't really know. I assume that the humans became beasts and were afflicted because they used Yharnam blood, but I don't think they gave it to rats and dogs. So yeah, if someone knows why that is, feel free to write so in the comments. Wow, resilient. Ah, there it is. Hunter gear. I mainly play fashion born, so I'll just see if this looks better. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Well, I wasted souls earlier then. Oops. Oh god. He fell on my head. Did very little damage, but he fell on my head. This is what Goombas felt like. These are really gross. Reeks of hidden path, but beware of grief. Yeah, grief it is. Don't really need to kill all of them, so I'll just leave them be for now. Okay. Beware of the dead. Agreed. I believe that this leads back to the dark house I went through to fall to the sewers. this is the second path we could take to get to the Aqueduct. So I'll just try to get back, because there are people I want to talk to. If I can't go back from here, I'll just loop back around later. Madman's Knowledge. These are used to increase insight. Insight is the number I have on the upper right corner where the symbol of an eye is. I got 1 from seeing the cleric beast, and I got 3 for killing it. We only need 1 insight in our character to see that the doll is in fact alive. We can use insight later on to buy things. So if we end up using all our insight to buy stuff, then the doll will just become inactive again. And I like talking to her and leveling up my character, so I'm always careful not to get to 0 insight. So it's useful to have some Madman's Knowledge on hand. Yeah. That's how you play the game. This is one of the only Soulsborne game that I can reliably parry in. Dark Souls is just, I'm a mess at this game when I try to parry. Also, I'm really proud because I said Soulsborne right. If you've seen the first episode, you know that I have trouble with pronunciation and words in general. Well, if you have ears at all, then you know. Alright, topped off on blood vials for now. That's what I like to see. Ah, missed it. So the attacks when I plunge my hand in the enemies is called a visceral attack. They happen when we stagger enemies, either by charging a backstab or by countering them. Stop barking at the people.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places?
I shouldn't just put the controller down.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your arses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
No.
I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. That little good you outsiders do. Go on, admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't have the option yet. And that reminds me that I need to see... Oh, isn't there a... I guess not. There's no audio settings. Alright, so this is the first person I wanted to talk to. This way leads back to the house that I talked about. And the second person I want to talk to is over here. This is one of my favorite characters coming up. Oh, what did I say? Bird waits ahead. Friend is effective. Hey, Bird.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Thank you.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
So yes, this does confirm that humans are gone. They've been all infected and transformed into something else. So this is what I was talking about at the start of the episode. Bold Hunter's Mark. Dangling upside down rune etched in the mind of Hunter. The image upon this parchment allows one to envision the rune with clarity. Allows the hunter to awaken again without losing blood echoes. A trick that seems nearly too good to be true. So yeah, this is pretty useful. Sometimes you want to go back to the lamp you just used, but don't want to make the trek all around. So these come in handy.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Heck yeah. Yes. I love it.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
Thank you, Eileen. I like you. So let's make our way back to the Aqueduct. Yes. Oh god, no. That was my fault. I should have gone on the beam. So, 2 deaths so far just because I fall. I guess this shows how I usually play. It's fine. Now I get to show you the other path. See, this is all what I meant to do. And also, killing those people over there will give me blood vials. It's always good to have more than we need right now, so I like having a few in reserve. Alright, this is a problem. I didn't know if I could parry this attack. So, we do have some invulnerability frames when we do a visceral attack. So, we can use them to phase through an incoming attack. Great. So effectively 3 more blood vials. 4, but I just used 1, so it's not all perfect. Yes. Sorry, got turned around there. Some of these cages have dogs in them. Some open and have the dog unleash on us. I never remember which one it is, so I just kill all the dogs. See? This is what I get. Turning my backs on dogs. My back. I have multiple backs. Hi again, lady. Let's not make her mad again. Now my blood echoes should be up here. Yeah. The game always puts blood echo back on where you were before you fell, because sometimes when you fall you won't be able to go back to where you fell to. So it assumes that you can always come back to where we fell from. So I'll have to take some damage here. Also, I don't know if I talked about rallying in this game. This is the only game in the Soulsborne series that does this. When you take damage, it takes some time before your health bar goes down and becomes black. When it's black, that's too bad. You don't have the opportunity to get health back. But if you just get hit, you see, I thought that I could back away. You see that it turns orange first, and then you can hit enemies and gain back some of the orange health. So that's called rallying. It's a pretty cool mechanic. It really encourages aggressive gameplay. So, 3 deaths in this episode. This is not impressive, but you know, I think I deserved the last one. It was my fault. There are some game mechanics that I'll talk about, but mostly I assume that some of the game mechanics aren't really important enough to talk about, because this is a series that wants to show you the game in case you can't or won't play this game. So knowing about the mechanics isn't really useful. I won't spend too much time about character stats or reading all the stuff in the leveling up menu. Sorry. Wow, that's a fast dog. Impressive. Okay, so I died down there. So I'll just go back there. Wow, missed the bullet. Good job, Mr. Beast guy. He controls the Matrix. Was this the one that killed me? No. Well, maybe. But he doesn't have my echoes. Who has them? Hello, sir. I could actually use some of your bullets. Thank you. I think that Quicksilver is another word for mercury, I want to say, since it's It's a metal that looks like silver but is a liquid in room temperature. So I guess that we just shoot mercury at them. I guess it's because usually silver has some effect on monsters, namely werewolves and beasts like this. So I assume that since it's quicksilver, then it must be as effective. It's not really. Can't just kill someone with the guns in this game. Although there are some builds that can just improve your damage and the way you use guns. I won't really make one of those, so. I think we might get some weapons that use the abilities of gunslinging. Well, I think I just lost my blood echoes. Oh well. I lost a few thousand, no big deal really, since you'll see, I'll lose a few 10,000s at some point. Not because I voice over these, I talk as I play, but I always end up having too many souls and just losing them all. Oh yeah, it's a good weapon. I think I'll switch to it right now. Yeah. One of the trick weapons of the workshop, commonly used by those who dedicate themselves to the hunt. This saw, effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a medium range spear. The saw, with its set of blood-letting teeth, has become a symbol of the hunt, and only grows in effectiveness the more grotesquely transformed the beast. Yeah, this is a good weapon. I don't think I really talked about trick weapons. These are weapons that are only in this game too. Well, I think maybe some had multiple forms in Dark Souls 3. I can't say for sure, I don't remember. But this is definitely the first game that brought them. Wow, I suck at this game. I was worried that this episode would be a short one since I have less things to do this time, but I guess not. Guess you'll get to hear my voice and see this game for a little bit longer. But yeah, I panicked. I was cornered by the rat, and instead of attacking back, I just kept rolling. Usually when we die in this game, it's pretty frequently because we screwed something up. Like I was in a bad position, I didn't do the right thing. It mostly feels fair. Sometimes you'll get cornered and try to fight too many enemies at once, and that might feel unfair. But it sometimes has to do with the way you address the situation. So. No matter how good you are at those games, it's always best not to engage too many enemies at once. One-on-one combat is always best. As another one of the games I really like says, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I find this very true in Soulsborne games. Have trouble with my problems. It's fine. This may seem cruel, but remember that these are the bad dogs. We might think that only good dogs exist. These are not good dogs. Another thing I'll mention about the mechanics of these types of games is that when we die, we can usually go back and take our souls or our blood echoes. The only time it doesn't work that way is if we die twice in a row without picking the blood echoes. So since I lost the first one I dropped, if I were to go back to the spot they should have been to, it wouldn't appear because only the most recent death counts as a spot where I dropped my blood echoes. So you effectively only have two chances. Well, one chance to go back to your blood. Oh, so now you see this rat over here as glowing eyes. This means that this is the one that has my blood echoes. There we go. It's not a big deal to lose about 1,000 souls, but I never like leaving them behind. I think there's something on one of the beams. Yeah, I'll try to get this. And I'll get more bullets. Yeah, why not? Especially since I whiffed this one. Great. Well, cursed beast yourself. Should you look yourself in the mirror sometime? Perfect execution. So the way to go is down there, but I want to go up here first. I want you to meet someone. This is a gorgeous game. I like the setting. Victorian era is pretty cool. I love how the crows turn to beasts as well, and they almost sound like dogs. It's weird. Alright. So, I don't know if we'll hear it. It's pretty faint and I don't have my headphones, but I think this one talks few words. I think he mentions like dear sister or something like this. No mercy for giant beasts. Yeah. These ones are sneaky because they didn't light their lamp.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door. Heavens, the depths of depravity.
I tried. I just want to help. I guess they don't really trust outsiders. So, this is the one I want to meet. She's the one that plays the music.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Can you please relic for my mum? Daddy never came back from the hunt. and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
Yeah, of course I'll try to find your mother.
Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find her, please.
Alright. I'll put this in my inventory. Tiny music box. A small music box received from a young Yharnam girl. Plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. 2 names can be made out, however faintly. Viola and Gascoigne. So, awesome. Unfortunately, it means that the music won't play completely. We can't play the whole song. So the young girl's father went to the hunt and never came back. It's never mentioned how long the people who disappeared went away. So I think for them to worry, it must have been longer than a usual night. That's what's always implied in the notes. Like, well, sorry, sirs. Oh god. Like the one we read in the Hunter's Dream, said that there's a risk that the night might carry on forever if we don't find a way to end the Hunter's Dream. Well, to escape from the Hunter's Dream at any rate. Oh, I didn't remember that those had blood vials on them. You do so little damage to them. I don't think it's really worth it to kill them. So, hey Piggy. Hi, friend. Please don't run. Oh god. I'm sorry for what you're about to witness. This always looks so wrong. I saw a hunter badge. Blood vials, that's good. It's important not to run too far because this is a fall to the death. So, let's see the badge. Saw hunter badge. Badge crafted long ago at the workshop. Attests to one's prowess as a hunter of beasts. The workshop is gone, and no group recognizes this meaningless badge, except the messengers in the bath, who understand its profundity. Certain things can only be entrusted with a hunter in possession of this badge, or so they believe. So we'll go and see what this gives us access to. Stealth is effective, therefore remember thrust attack. Poor pig. What just happened? Did they screw up their trap? I guess they did, yeah. Alright. So, I believe this is the actual aqueduct. Below us was the sewers. I hope so, because if they drank this water, it might explain why the scourge of beasts is so widespread. All right, so I just opened a new shortcut. Let's try to make our way to Cathedral Ward. Okay. I was just checking my my notes, just to make sure that I didn't forget anything. All right. This is perfect. More bold hunter's mark. That might come in handy. Let me just check if I have any more. No. No Molotov cocktails. I was checking for no reason in particular.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
good news. We found Gascoigne, the little girl's father. Bad news. Well, he won't see her. That was a good fight. I was pretty sure that I was going to die. I gave it like 50-50. But I'm happy about how it went. So now we have a key. Odin Tomb Key. Key to the gate that blocks the tomb of Odin. Beyond the tomb, Odin Chapel can be found in the center of the Cathedral Ward. Only today the church is abandoned, and some say that the residents of Odin have all gone mad. I have no idea how to say this word. I tried. Nothing but grief here. Red jeweled brooch. Seems like Viola did find Gascoigne after all. But that's it. Wondrous hunting. All right. I'm not going back to the Hunter Dream for now. There's something I need to do first. And then we'll go and I'll level up some more. The Birkenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. So right now we have no idea what that means, who or what that refers to. So this is one other mystery to add to the pile. Blood Gem Workshop Tool. This will be useful for the Hunter's Dream. We finally made our way to Cathedral Ward. Hello.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going mad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yharnam's done for, tell you. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Odin Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
So this explains a little bit why the people of this town are so mean. Some people chose not to participate in the hunt, hid inside, and even them aren't immune from the scourge. They used to be, but not anymore. So some people are starting to be evil now.
I know I shouldn't be asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, Tell them about this here Erden chapel, if they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are.
Okay. So now we have something to tell the old woman. This place appears to be a safe area, so we can go back to tell her. First, let's go back to the hunter's dream. There's 2 more things I want to do. First is leveling up. So, hello, doll.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
So, I don't really know what character I want. Well, first, let's see what's in the shop. I might find a weapon I want to use. So the hunter's badge gave us access to all the starting weapons. So if I want to try again that threaded cane, I can, but I will not. I've learned my lesson. Hammer. This one is strength weapon. Okay. How much is it? 3,000. Sure. That's a funny weapon, so I'll just get it.
Welcome. What is it? Very
I need 15 strength to wield it. Well, that won't be right now.
Farewell.
Let's see if I have some cold blood dew I could use.
Welcome home. What is it? Very
How much did I need?
Let me...
So 2,140.
Farewell, good maid.
Pretty sure I can get there with some more cold blood. I'm going to force it. Okay, so one more should do the trick.
Welcome home. What is... Very well.
Some things some NPCs will just keep saying, so I'm going to skip over them if they repeat themselves.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find you.
Thank you. So, look at this weapon. Wait, why? Oh, 16. I'm sorry. Okay, so it won't be this episode. Hey, German, good to see you again. Sorry I heard you before.
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
That's interesting.
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge, home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say?
Alright, so we can find a holy chalice if we go to the heart of Yharnam. In the note we found last episode, it said that Yharnam was burned to the ground, so this is the city that German talks about. And last thing before we end this episode, I'll just go check on Josefka. Didn't use her blood vial this time, mainly because I didn't think to, but we always should go back to her after some big boss is defeated.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then. If you find anyone who's still human, send them straight to Yusefka's clinic. You can assure them there's no place safer. Please, do me this service.
So this would be an interesting offer. The only thing is, that's not Josefka. The Josefka we were talking about at the start of the episode recognized us, sounded different. This is not the same person. So this is not a good offer. We should probably not take advantage of it. But nonetheless, now we have two options. When we find healthy people who need a safe place to go, we can either send them to Cathedral Ward or to Josefka's clinic. One choice is better than the other. I always choose Cathedral Ward because I like this place. So for now, let's end the episode here. It already went pretty long, mostly by my fault because, I died like 4 times in very much avoidable ways. So, my bad. But I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. I recorded this one after the first one a bit later, but I didn't upload any videos yet. So if I received some comments on the first one, I didn't see them yet. So if there's advice or recommendation, I'm sorry, I didn't see them yet. So I'll go back, I'll go check comments when the videos are online. But yes, I'm very glad that you were here. I hope you enjoyed your time, and I wish you to have a good day, a good evening, or a good night, whatever the case may be. So I will see you next episode when we tackle Cathedral Ward. I hope you are as excited as I am. So for now, goodbye.